Welcome to Wednesday Web Chat. This is Carl Lewis, your host from Vision 33. Today, we're going to introduce you to Sage Intacct. As you may know, Vision 33 really is a reseller, implementer, and service agency for three ERP applications: Business One by SAP, Business by Design by SAP, and Sage Intacct from Sage. Two of our primary individuals in this group of employees are Calvin O'Driscoll and Matthew Frampton, who are going to join us today. And let me just say, why would we want to show you, a bunch of SAP Business One users, Sage Intacct? Well, I know from all of our contacts through the years that some of you serve, for instance, on boards of not-for-profit organizations, and this is a fantastic solution for those types of companies that you're working with. You may have more than one company and are looking for a solution, but Business One isn't exactly perfect for that. Sage Intacct just might be. And there's all kinds of scenarios in your life and in my life where we need to make a recommendation to someone. And we certainly would want you to recommend Vision 33 and one of the products that we sell and take care of for you. So today I want to welcome Calvin and Matthew. Calvin, Matthew, you guys can share your screen and we'll let you take over from here. Welcome to Wednesday Web Chat.
Thanks, Carl. Appreciate it. Sage Intacct is the only accounting solution preferred by the AICPA and is #1 in customer satisfaction as per G2 Crowd. Why consider Intacct? So it's accessible anywhere, anytime, on any device. You can reduce days from your month-end close. Sage Intacct has a continuous close process. Robust dashboards and reporting capabilities utilizing Sage Intacct dimensions to slice and dice your data to allow for better business decisions. Automate your inter-entity transactions. This will eliminate errors and reduce the timely reconciliation process. You can produce consolidated financial statements in any currency, including the exclusion journal entries with a click of a button. And you can also schedule to run as a task. So it can be done daily, weekly, monthly, or any schedule you determine. With out-of-the-box workflow approvals for purchasing, payments, and other critical tasks, you can ensure compliance of your business policies. Intacct has an open API, allows for great integration with other best-in-class operational software solutions. You can eliminate the annual cost of upgrades. Sage Intacct releases 4 quarterly updates per year. And finally, there is no on-prem infrastructure. So you can reduce or eliminate the cost of server infrastructure. Now I'm going to hand it over to Matthew for our demonstration.
Thank you, Calvin. Hi, everybody. My name is Matthew Frampton. I'm a Sage Intacct implementation consultant with Vision 33. I've been with Vision for a year and a half or so now. Prior to coming to Vision, I did work as a professional accountant across many industries for around 10 years. And I am a chartered professional accountant, obtained my designation in 2015, so a little experience there. Just a basic overview of the agenda for today before we dive in. We're going to do a little bit of an introduction to cloud accounting, which will be really just focusing on some of the things Calvin just spoke about. We'll then go through some basic navigation of Sage Intacct. We'll look at the advantages of the visibility through dashboards and financial accounting. And then we're going to look at some modules through Intacct. So global consolidations, the dimensions and dimensional input, cash management, the accounts payable and purchasing workflow, and we'll finish it off lightly with the order entry and accounts receivable modules. So with that covered, we will go ahead and dive in. What we're looking at the moment is the default login screen for Sage Intacct. So you can change your screen to be whatever screen you'd like to be the default when you log in. I like this one because it just gives some reminders that you are on the cloud, and it is so important to remember. So just a couple advantages of the cloud here. First of all, you can see the release notes here. So this is the catalog of things that will be changing in the upcoming update that you don't have to worry about because it happens in the background behind the scenes and you'll never know it. On top of that, they provide you with this fantastic catalog / table of contents with some videos of demos, anything that might have changed. You get to know well in advance, and then they show you as it's done as well. So really cool features there, save you a lot of time and a lot of frustration. The next, what I will say, biggest advantage of the cloud accounting would be the ability to view this and do this work from anywhere. So since this isn't installed locally on your machine, it's browser based, you can access this anytime, anywhere, as long as you know your credentials. So you could be sat at the airport on a laptop and be approving purchasing transactions. You could be walking through the airport on your tablet and diving into dashboards and drilling into financial statements. So the visibility that it allows you to take with you anywhere, anytime is really best in class. Really, it's hard to get any better. Other than that, Calvin touched on the security and the no need for added cost for infrastructure. And last but not least, the ability to integrate with other best-in-class solutions. So being on the cloud and having an open API, Intacct will actually work with almost any other organization that is willing to work with them to build an API to integrate to allow easy flow of your data and reduce a lot of manual processes. One of the strongest ones they use, and it's actually just really built into the software, is the Salesforce connection. And you can see the Salesforce integration here, and Avalara is actually another very strong one as well. Sort of flies under the radar because tax is required, but it is a very good integration. But Salesforce, very likely the strongest or most used, probably not the most used, but the most marketed probably, but really, really, really strong connection with Salesforce and any other integration that you'd like to build. Besides that, we are going to dive into all of the fun stuff. So one of my favorite things about Intacct is how easy it is to navigate, how easy it is to use, and how customizable it is, and how it allows you to work so easily across multiple entities. So you'll notice up here, I have my USA entity and a Canada entity open at the top of my screen. These are actually operating entities of the organization I'm in. So you can work in these flawlessly across all three by just switching tabs. And the great thing about Intacct is you can shut them down. When you open an entity, it doesn't close your old one. It simply just opens up a new one in a new tab. So you can just simply open up your entities, and now you're working in both entities seamlessly again. So just really fantastic capability there if you're used to logging out and logging in. Next, what I really like is this menu here. Now, this implementation environment has a vast amount of modules in it. So the list is very large, but it's not unrealistic. So if your list were this large and you wanted to organize it logically to yourself, like myself, I'd definitely put the GL at the top. I'd probably bring up accounts payable. So this menu right here is actually click and drag, so you can view it the way that you like. So just pretty cool there. Not something you see a whole lot. But probably even more powerful than that would be the favorites menus. So attached to every single item here, you'll see a little star. And as you click the star, you'll actually notice the star up in your corner will bright up a little bit to let you know you've added a new favorite. But putting a star next to any menu in here will immediately add it up into your favorites menu for very quick access every time you log into the system. And I've got a bit of a favorites menu built here, sort of to go with my demo script and some screens that I'm going to use. These other ones shouldn't really confuse me, but of course this list is drag and drop as well. So it's really nice to just reorganize it. Now it won't confuse me so much.